Today's round of thunderstorms has gone through, especially through southern BC. Southern BC took the brunt of this, although a lot of lightning, I guess, in the northeast as well. Yeah, the Peace as well. Concerned about fire starts there as it heats up over the next few days. Going to get much warmer in BC, much warmer over the next couple of days. And then it's all going to culminate with a bunch of thunderstorms, of course. Okay, let's talk about it all. Let's go. There it is. This is bad news. My God. I'll watch the video later. So thunderstorms have more or less departed from British Columbia now, and we do have this large bunch that are all through Alberta, kicking off a lot of lightning through Fort McMurray and north and all the way down to the Highway 16 corridor. Been quite a few that have gone through Brandon's neighborhood there in Brooks, Alberta. So those storms keep popping off all night. Risk of thunderstorms through the night in the northeast as well. That low is kicking off a lot of moisture and instability. It's just pounding the coast with wind and rain and snow up in the mountains. That keeps the fire danger for the northeast down. Not getting that, though, in the south of Vancouver Island, the coast. You see that lightning over near the Saskatchewan border. But most of the guys to the north there kind of fizzle out, they think, through the night. By Tuesday morning, though, it's still awake. It's still there. That's why in my last video, if you looked at my last wildfire forecast video for Saskatchewan, you do notice the humidex values drop a little bit for a day or two, but that also comes with a bunch of thunderstorms through Saskatchewan, right? So active fire weather and the increasing risk of fire weather there as well. Storms in southern Manitoba Tuesday as well. Meanwhile, though, heat building in BC. Heat building. You can see it really likes to sink down to the lowest place, right? So pretty warm through Cranbrook, 25, and Trail, 25 with Soyuz in the middle of the afternoon on Tuesday, 21s. 24, 21, 25 up and down the Okanagan Lake area, so some variability there. 27 in Kamloops, pretty warm, and 100 Mile into the 20s in the Caribou there. Drying things out, and a little bit windy in the north as well. A little bit windy through the Chilcotin, I mean to say. A little bit windy all over the north. Yes, a little bit windy. So that is helping to dry fuels out further. That's a concern as well. But this building high pressure kind of sits itself in for a little bit. You can see there 1022 sitting over Campbell River. And that's steering all this garbage up into the north coast, where they are just going to be getting pounded up there. And when some of these inlets outside, Surf Inlet, whatever, that's sort of general area up here between Terrace and there. Somewhere is going to be taking a lot of rain. A lot of rain through Sandspit, Ketchikan. We're talking about some really major precipitation, right? It's almost like an atmospheric river, basically. Warm through the night. Vernon at 17 degrees overnight. Okay, we're talking about this high pressure now building, taking over Western Canada, driving up temperatures all over, increasing fire danger. Very windy through Manitoba on Wednesday morning. And look at this low. Look what it's doing to the BC coast. It's threatening to take away our good time at some point, somehow. Wednesday, clear of thunderstorms throughout much of Western Canada until you get to BC. And that's because Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock, we're talking 31s in Kelowna. We're talking even close to 30 in Quesnel, Prince George 28. It's going to be warmer than I thought. Kamloops 32, 31 Kelowna, 28 Trail, 27, 27s, 26 in Chilliwack. They're going to be warmer than maybe even I thought. When I look back at a bunch of days, especially looking at Dawson Creek into the 30s, crazy. So there's a couple fires that have been active up here in Fort Nelson. I'm sure they're going to kick off. There's been a bunch of lightning up and down through here over the last couple of days. That is going to see some fires that are out there kind of, skunking around the forest wake up. And then we do have the possibility that some of these lightning strikes that have been in the last 24 hours through southern BC will wake up. But don't worry, we got more coming. More thunderstorms are coming. And we'll see how this all works out. But we could see some pop-up thunderstorms through the Caribou up to Prince George. A little bit of a low there trying to establish itself up to Mackenzie. So there's some risk of thunderstorms, maybe even up through the North Rockies as you come into the night there. So Wednesday, that's a concern for fire starting because it's not coming with rain. No, it's just really some of this lingering instability firing off there finally into a pattern of stronger looking thunderstorms. So we're going to see the warning shots fired there as this low is trying to push in. It's trying to do something here. It's been trying for a while. It's been trying to get in, but it's getting blocked mostly. Now it's going to try to move through, and that's going to be the trigger for a whole bunch of thunderstorms for us on Thursday and the beginning of a quick cool down on Thursday morning. Rain moving through southern BC starts to fire into thunderstorms there. Pretty strong ones. I think the strongest one's going to be the Revelstoke area trail, kind of Kelowna, that general area until you get to Cranbrook, the Rocky Mountain Trench. More rainfall probably associated as you go further north, but that risk of thunderstorm right to Prince George and whatnot. And we watch that come over the Rockies on the north side. Look at Slave Lake and Red Deer, what they're going to be getting. Edmonton going to be seeing something really crazy is going to happen there on that as well. So we're looking for stories, for severe storm stories on the Alberta side. Here, the low, we got, it's trying to move around. It's trying to do something. It's been trying to do something for a while, and we got this high blocking. So this is kind of a new development, this blocking pattern of this high, and it seems like it wants to win. And that might steer stuff into the north there, up through Terrace and whatnot, of course, and then spilling over into the plateau side up there, the Spatsizi side. We're going to see temperatures sort of start to rebound pretty quickly in BC on Friday. 23, Vernon, Williams Lake into the 20s, Prince George in the 20s. High pressure trying to reestablish itself there. That low moving through Saskatchewan, probably firing lightning in a lot of that. So we're really concerned about more fire starts, what the smoke does, how that interacts with it, whether there can be thunderstorms because there's just not the ground heating. I mean, that's a whole other story, but we're not here to talk about them. We're here to look at what's happening in BC, and that is that really over the next bunch of days, we don't see a big change in the pattern, even though we take some rain at times, So this weekend, we'll be looking at thunderstorms in the northeast. We'll be looking at thunderstorms in the interior on Sunday. Whether that's going to happen or not, I think you more or less get the picture now. One more time through thunderstorms on Thursday, popping up in the Yukon border, Northwest Territories area. Further north, thunderstorms to the far north, very concerning for fire weather up there, of course. Strong thunderstorm signals start in the morning in southern British Columbia, where it'll be very warm still Thursday morning. Going to see those storms try to change the story temperature-wise. How much effect they have, not much in the coming days after, no. But we see that whole stretch trail down to Revelstoke, over to Kelowna, Cranbrook. We're going to watch how they erupt. We'll play through this quickly here. Watch them go towards Cranbrook, up the Rocky Mountain Trench, firing off really big. And we see a secondary line maybe later in the afternoon there. Trail, Kelowna, South Caribou as well, showing some signals there. Probably more rain to the north of that. If there's showers and whatnot lingering, we'll look at some of these strong thunderstorms from high level. Looking at strong thunderstorms in the Slave Lake area moving through. Strong thunderstorms moving towards Edmonton. One big cohesive line possible through some of this. We'll have to see on the day of how it translates, and up to the far north. Look at that, right up to the Arctic Ocean almost. You're looking at thunderstorms Thursday afternoon. So a lot of areas that are going to be drying out. Hay River, 30 degrees. There's lightning coming into that area. Fort Simpson, 28. There's going to light a lot of fires up and down Western Canada. Where do our storms continue that afternoon? Watch them go here, moving on out, getting stronger towards Edmonton. That interesting and concerning for me as it comes into the night there. So again, we'll be watching that. Do those storm lines work together, or is there isolated storms that can get rotating? Some of those signals to me look concerning for severe storms into the Alberta area, Edmonton area, whatnot. Look at this, Lloydminster Friday morning already kicking off. Lightning activity through Friday in Saskatchewan, as you were just seeing here. Maybe not a lot of strong storms, but any amount into that north right now. Warm, lightning. You know what's going to happen. And again, you can see it doesn't cool down for very long in BC. Already Friday afternoon, we're looking at 27s in southern British Columbia, maybe warmer. So if that gives you a little bit of an overview, British Columbia, on what kind of heat we're looking at over the next bunch of days, what kind of thunderstorm threat we have on especially Thursday there, but Wednesday for the north as well could see some isolated storms. I'm concerned about Wednesday that we might see more storms than even what we saw in those images pop up there in the Caribou and Prince George. So it's kind of a developing story right now. That offshore low, the way it's butting up against the province, is really making predictions hard over the last week, as I've been saying, right? We're kind of just waiting to see what it does, and it's not really relenting. That upper level low sits there still. It continues to be the pattern off the coast. So it continues to shovel stuff at us as much as it can. But we got this new high pressure that's been kind of blocking more and more. So we're just going to have to wait over the next bunch of days and see long term where that's all leading. But at least we can probably say for absolute sure that over the next 5 days, the forecast seems to be holding. We keep coming back and seeing Thursday. Since last week, Thursday has been lighting up, and I've been penciling it in. Like, okay, well, that's a week out, but now it's not a week out. Now it's just a couple days away. It looks like Thursday is going to really have some lightning in BC. We know it's going to be hot on Wednesday. We know that the humidity is going to be low, and we know that the risk of fire starts is out there. So we're not into the extreme conditions really in BC. We have some fire weather. Yeah, we have some fire weather for a couple days. For sure, in the BC interior. No, we're not into the crazy territory that Saskatchewan's in, and that I think the north into the boreal forest is going to be once again, and that's sad for me. It's like the never-ending fire up north now. Okay, hit like, share, subscribe if you would. I think I'm done sitting in this chair for the night. Had a great day mushroom picking. You can check that video on the channel as well. All right, love so many of you. Thanks so much. Bye now.